In this video, I'm going to show you how to make smoked pulled beef using a beef shin. Now, beef shin is one of my favorite cuts to use for pulled beef, but before we get stuck into trimming and preparing that, we're going to set our smoker up. And in this video, we're going to be using the Marshall. Now, we're going to be running the Marshall more like an offset today. So to get started, I'm just going to get some fire lighters down and light them up. I'm just doing this on the charcoal grate of our Firecraft, and then on top of that I'm going to get our charcoal chimney, which is filled around 3/4 of the way with some briquettes. Then now we want those briquettes to get to a stage where they're red hot, ashed over and ready to go. That's going to take around 10 to 15 minutes, so while that's happening we're going to prepare our beef shin. And all I'm going to do to get started is work on taking this silver skin from the outside of our beef shin, and we just want to work on exposing all of that beautiful meat. Alright, now that doesn't take long. As you can see, our beef shin is nice and trimmed up. There's not much wastage on there either. So what I'm going to do now is just lay that down, and we're going to give it a light coat in some yellow mustard before we season it up, which is going to help our rubs stick to the meat. And you can season your beef shin up in any of your favourite flavours. I'm going to go down with a base coat of my garlic goals rub, and then I'm going to top it off in beef bounce to get a really nice bark. And you can be pretty heavy-handed when you're seasoning a beef shin. There's a lot of meat here, and don't forget to get underneath and that top section of your beef shin as well. And then I'm just going to roll that beef shin around on the cutting board to try and pick up any seasoning we've left on the cutting board. And that is now good to go on the smoker when it's ready. And now our briquettes are ready, we can start getting our smoker going. So we'll open up our firebox door, we'll bring our charcoal basket out, and we'll dump our briquettes in. Then we'll slide our charcoal basket back in. Then I'm going to get a nice pecan split wood piece on. Then I'm going to get a few log splits underneath our firebox. They're going to get nice and warm, and they'll catch light much quicker when we get them on the fire. Then I'll open up both of our top vents, and I want that log on the fire to burn nice and clean. I want it to catch light properly, so we're going to leave that bottom firebox door open, and we want to bring this barbecue up to temperature as well. For this cook, I'm going to be aiming to hold it around 275 Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius. So now we'll give it 5 or 10 minutes for our barbecue to come up to temperature. Right, so we are pretty much at temperature here, so we'll open up. I'm going to get a drip tray straight underneath where our beef shin is going to sit, and then I'm going to get our beef shin directly above that drip tray. And that drip tray is also going to give us some extra protection from any direct heat coming from our firebox. So now we can shut our lid and let that start smoking away. And now I'm going to let our temperature recover from having that lid open. So once we get back up to around that 275 Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius, I'm going to shut that firebox door down, and then we're just going to control our temperature by either leaving the door a little bit more open, more closed, or we're going to use that vent on the door. And then just like an offset, we're going to be feeding a log to that fire every half an hour to 45 minutes. I think it's really important to preheat your logs around the firebox so they catch light and burn nice and clean. If you're putting a cold log on a hot fire, you've got potential to smother your fire and cause dirty smoke. But don't forget, in the Marshall, you can either run it like an offset, or you can use the minion method like you set up in a drum. It's completely up to you, but for this cook, I wanted that real wood smoke flavor. So for the first 3 or 4 hours of this cook until I'm ready to wrap this beef shin, running the Marshall like an offset, I'm really going to have to focus on some fire management. So now our temperature's recovered, I'm going to shut our firebox door. I'll open that vent right up, then we'll manage our fire from here. And if I find after around 10 to 15 minutes our temperature's out of control and it's above where we want it to be, I can shut that vent down. Or if I find we need to increase temperature and our vent's already open, I'm just going to leave that door cracked open a little bit. And then like I said, every half an hour to 45 minutes, we're going to need to put another log on. So once you see the log that's on the fire starting to burn away, or your temperature's dropping, or a combination of both, it's probably time to put another fresh log on. And when you're putting a fresh log on, I like to do that. I'll leave the firebox door wide open just so plenty of oxygen feeds that fire. You really want that fresh log to catch light and burn clean, otherwise it might produce dirty smoke, which will leave a bad taste in whatever you're smoking. But I'll run through some fire management and show you what I'm doing throughout this video. So we'll let this beef shin smoke away for now, and we'll keep checking in throughout this cook. Right, so it's been a bit over half an hour since we got this going, and I can see our temperature starting to drop, so I reckon it's time to get another log on. Now, it might be hard to see, but that log in there is starting to burn away. I'm just going to leave our firebox door open until that new log is burning nice and clean. And once that log is burning nicely, we can shut our firebox door back up, and we're just going to repeat that process throughout this cook. Right, so we are almost 3 hours into this cook. As you can see, we're holding steady around that 275 Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius range. Let's have a look at this beef shin. This is coming along really nice. That bark is starting to look really good. That is pretty much set on there, but I just want it to come along a little bit further in a couple of these areas down the bottom. I might just give it a little spritz in water while we're here. I'm only spritzing because there's no fat on the outside of that beef shin, but for now, we're going to let that continue to smoke away, and we'll look to wrap this up in about an hour, which will put us around 4 hours into this cook. All right, so 4 hours in now. This has been holding beautifully around that 275 or 135 Celsius range. Bark is looking beautiful on the outside. So let's get this out and onto 3 layers of good quality foil. Then I'm just going to pour over some of that fat we caught in our drip tray below our beef shin. And we'll wrap our beef shin up nice and tight. And I'll also just pop that in a tray just in case the foil splits. Now, if you want to keep burning wood, get this back in your smoker, but wood's getting expensive, and to save any more fire management, I'm just going to finish this off in the oven. It's not going to take on any more smoke flavor now, it's all wrapped up in foil anyways. So I've got my oven set to the same temperature at that 135 Celsius or 275 Fahrenheit range, so that's where it's going to go. So now our beef shin's wrapped up and continuing to cook away. We just want to take that until it's probing tender. And with beef shin, because it's a tough muscle, there's a lot of connective tissue in there. I like to go more towards that 210 Fahrenheit or 99 degrees Celsius internal mark, maybe even a little bit higher. I reckon it's going to take us another 3 or 4 hours to get there. But as always, I don't like putting a time on these things. I'm going to focus more on probe tenderness, and I'll start checking for that probe tenderness once we hit that internal temperature. All right, our beef shin has been going wrapped up in the oven for about 4.5 hours now. I reckon this is ready, so let's take it out and give it a good probe. So we will just get it down on our bench, unwrap our foil, and that is super soft. I'm really happy with how that's probing. And we are right around that 99 Celsius or 210 Fahrenheit. Just want to make sure I check all around the beef shin, but this is probing beautifully. So all I'm going to do now is let our beef shin sit there unwrapped for a few minutes, just to steam off and stop that cooking process. Then I'll cover it back up and let it rest for a good half an hour to 45 minutes before we come back to pull it apart. And after a good rest, this is ready to pull apart. Like that bone just comes straight out. And that meat is so tender, juicy, it smells amazing. There's some great barky bits through there. Let's have a taste. Seriously, if you haven't done a beef shin for pulled beef, you need to try it. There's such a nice flavour in that beef shin as well. You can definitely tell the difference in flavour when you're using real wood splits like in an offset or the Marshall like we've used in this video. So definitely give a beef shin a try if you haven't smoked one yet. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. But for now, that's the end. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.